This lesson continues talking about CSS, and now we're focusing on different aspects of CSS. In this one, we're going to show, I'm using classes, as you can see by the code, but also just showing how you can change the dimensions of things. You can do line heights, the width and height of different elements, and so forth. So if we look at what I've put into this external style sheet, the body as a font weight of bold, p tags, we'll have a width of 50% and a height of 50%, and we'll see how that works. It becomes a little more responsive. And I made two classes, four classes, sorry. Standard class, small class, smaller class, and bad eyesight, I've called it. The first three apply to image tags. The standard is auto and auto. And auto, when you do dimensions, it automatically shows the image or the element you're applying it to, and it's a standard or default size. For an image, it'll be the actual size of the image, whatever that may be. Image small, I set it to 300 pix, height and width, and image smaller to 100. And then bad eyesight, I adjust the line height so that there's more space between lines for a paragraph. So just a few examples here. I want to see what this looks like. In the code, I refer to my classes once again by using the class attribute in the tag, and it has to be exact spelling bad eyesight as it is, for example, in the CSS file. And then I've linked in, of course, my CSS here in the head as usual. And then my three images that we're going to show in different dimensions. Same image each time. It's actually 640 by 480, we can see. Standard, small, and smaller. So we'll check out the code, or the browser, and see what this actually looks like. Let me see here. Here are the two p tags with lorem ipsum text. The first one is just normal, bold. This one is the bad eyesight, so there's 1 centimeter of spacing in between. And the three images, even though it's the same image, I'm showing in and changing the dimensions with CSS. The original, small, and then smaller, the smallest, 200 pix, 100 pix. And then the auto was this one, but then the 50%, as we've had here, is that we see that 50% of the screen, that's how much room it's taking up, so it becomes responsive, and that as I adjust the size of the window, we still have 50% is how much it's taking, so it adjusts accordingly, whereas the images were fixed in size, so they don't adjust in size. We get scroll bars instead. So as usual, copy and download the code and experiment with this, changing dimensions in